So before I started working with Ben and the Pivot team, I guess I was in a typical throw my head in the sand kind of situation. I wasn't poor. I was managing, obviously living in quite an expensive city, but there was definitely a lot of financial stress. There was no long-term planning, investing, savings. I was kind of living paycheck to paycheck, but really had a lot of stress associated with my finances that was starting to become a real issue for me. The key challenges and frustrations during that period was, I couldn't always do what I wanted to do. I'd not planned my money well, and sometimes I either had to go ahead with whatever it was that I wanted to go ahead with and then worry about the money afterwards, normally for weeks and weeks on end, or say no to those opportunities that presented themselves and then feel like I was missing out because I'd not been able to do them. Working with Ben and the Pivot team, we quite quickly worked through some of the challenges and frustrations that were starting to appear because of my financial situation. Just the steps that we put in place very quickly eased some of those concerns, and I guess the conversations that we had made me realize that there was a way out and it wasn't always going to be this way. So I think just knowing that mentally and then taking the steps to try and resolve that really in the short term quickly alleviated a lot of the stress and frustration. But I guess broader, Ben's message was all about how I can live the lifestyle I want and still save or invest or whatever it might be, whatever my objective was with my finances. And so for me, being able to do whatever presented itself, take that holiday, go on that trip, buy that dress, it kind of just made it seem all viable during a time that felt really unviable. Since going through the process with Pivot and the team, the biggest shifts for me, number one, was just financial education and confidence. Just I'm so much more confident with my finances these days. I'm way more conservative. I'd like to say a little bit more sensible at times with my money, but I guess from a lifestyle perspective, it just opened up so many opportunities for me to do what I love to do, and that's to travel. Before I started working with Ben, I always wanted to go on those big trips, but it was always such a big investment, such a big amount of money that I could never seem to save. And so that really impacted my ability to travel. Since I've been working with Ben, I've been on more holidays than I can probably remember, about to go on a 2-month sabbatical. So I would definitely say that working with the team has allowed me to really do what I love to do.